And these are like probably the two people most in contention for like #1 in Chicago right now.
Yeah, really.
So this is the moment we have been waiting for, as I said before. Oh. Especially like this deep into a 200-person tournament. This is for a lot of marbles.
Yeah, no kidding.
And immediately we are just seeing the snaps. That is not a super safe option because if Mario throws the cape at it, then you are getting surrounded by your own fireballs, but...
Yeah, and having a delayed hitbox like that against a character like Mario who can stay on top of you very consistently, it can be so scary. And wow, just the up airs. Oh, not quite getting the finisher there. I like the quick little uppie from Ned to just get a little bit of damage and get his stage control back.
So we did see a big combo from Yoomoo, but all it did was give Ned the wing. This game is probably still pretty even right now, unless Yoomoo can pull off a big play right now, which he very well could. This is a bad spot for Ned. And he is just throwing the sword out. He does not want Yoomoo anywhere near him, and for a good reason. The close quarters combat of Mario is going to spell doom for Sephiroth anytime he gets close. This could be a punish, but it's not. There's no real like quick way to do a punish on a move like that.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, and the only thing that came to mind was dash attack, and even that seemed like it wouldn't come out fast enough.
It's tricky for sure.
Yeah, and pretty early stock from Yoomoo, all things considered. We'll see what he can kind of do to take advantage of this lead he's got right now, but I feel like...
Just sitting in your shield when you're at sword range from Yoomoo, that I don't think that's going to continue from Ned, because it just gave Yoomoo a free opportunity to run and start pressuring. But that's just like the amount of pressure Yoomoo is putting on right now. Like, Ned feels threatened even at the sword range.
Yeah, and it seems like Ned is kind of more... It seems like less so he's trying to hit Yoomoo, and more he's trying to kind of create this sort of cloud of hitboxes to just kind of discourage Yoomoo from approaching in the first place, and that'll give him some time to kind of think about what he needs to do to approach here. Because right now, Yoomoo has the lead. Yoomoo doesn't need to approach, but because of this matchup, he kind of needs to stay on Sephiroth to make sure he doesn't pull anything.
Right. And he could like try and go back and start throwing fireballs, but that's not a good strategy at this point, because eventually you're just going to lose stage control trying to do that, and then the Sephiroth third will bully you off the stage. So,
yeah. And almost getting the jab lock there, but Ned's sliding off, grabbing ledge.
Great DI.
Cool. And another combo gives him wing, but at what cost? I'll tell you at what cost, about 98%.
Yeah. And just like continuing the combo, that's pretty important. Like if you're going to give Sephiroth a wing, give him wing while he's in disadvantage. You have an opportunity to kind of convert it into, if not the stock, at least enough damage to put him at kill percent, because Sephiroth will get the wing before he's at kill percent, and if you let him stay like that, that is really scary.
Yeah, well, in the back there, we're going to put him right back off stage. Sephiroth's a pretty hard character to edgeguard, I'd say.
Oh yeah, phenomenal recovery.
Yeah, and I really wouldn't put Mario in the class of characters that can challenge it.
Right.
He just doesn't quite have the range.
Sephiroth is light, so any stray hit and probably a good, well-positioned back throw will take it, but, oh yeah.
How about a back air?
Nice back air. Just excellent landing coverage, too. Yoomoo's doing everything he needs to do to win this matchup. Gets the wing early because he's behind on stocks. Ooh! He, like, grabbed Yoomoo's jump. That was pretty scary for both players, but finally getting that timing. It was the first time he actually went for it. I think he was just kind of getting a feel for it before, but this could be big. He does have the wing, but for how much longer? Ned needs to make a play here.
And that down air means any kind of precarious situation for Yoomoo could result in a lost stock. And you got to imagine that's going to have some effect on the mental.
And yeah, when the chips are down, you see Ned starting to pull out that neutral air. That is his kind of anti-approach option. If Mario's trying to get on you, that neutral air can stop him.
And there's that great planking using the fair.
They both went for the grab at the same time.
And just catches him getting a little too cocky with the jumps. great job from Yoomoo and just answering for that first game.
Yeah, gonna take game 1, but there is a whole lot of Smash left to play here.
Yeah, and with a 5-game set, you get a good opportunity to really learn your opponent and figure out what makes them tick. In a 3-game set, you definitely have more chances for upsets. You know, you have someone who's not able to adjust to a weird character in time. But this, a 5-game set, really it strips away any lack of character knowledge, any lack of matchup knowledge. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna have to fight through someone who's gonna understand it. Like they're gonna understand the fundamentals of it.
And there's just so much time for adaptation. And even like that last stock of game 1, we already saw Ned making some major adaptations to kind of counter Yoomoo's playstyle. Was a bit too late to salvage that game, but it could result in an easy win game 2 if you're able to keep that up.
And this stage seems, I mean, I understand Mario loves his platforms, but Mario also loves his opponents not being able to land.
Yeah, and Yoomoo has been getting a lot off of catching landings so far, especially when, against Sephiroth, so.
And it kind of just, once again, it's like, you know, you're not going to get laddered, but now you don't have a good defensive landing option. And this could be kind of tough.
There we go.
Oh, and
yeah, no way coming back from that without a jump.
Yeah, shades of his old Joker there, just going out and punishing the recovery with the counter.
Yeah, geez, that was such a power play. He was at like 50, and then he just got an air back air, and he was too far away, and Ned had the easy edge guard.
Yeah.
But no wing for the rest of stock 1, so yeah. Just burn it. Back to even. Let's go.
Yeah, I love that Yoomoo, when he's got Ned on ledge, he mixes up between just a straight ledge trump with cape and also just run off back airing in the hopes that Ned tries to jump from ledge or drop from ledge to punish said ledge trump.
Right.
Like, it's that mix-up that kind of keeps Ned on his toes, and it just makes him uncomfortable on ledge, which is more important, I'd say, than even hitting someone off of ledge in the first place.
If you can keep them uncomfortable for long enough, that's a win con. Ooh, a little bit early it looked like. Or actually that might have even just been like not spaced properly. I think Yoomoo did the left recovery and Ned was expecting the right one. Ooh, that's good ledge coverage. He wants it. Just the timing on Yoomoo's approaches is so good. He waits until just after the sword swing is over and then just starts running.
Oh yeah. Ooh, and a bit of a greedy air dodge is going to cost him the stock ultimately. And you know what? For all we were talking about how, you know, Mario can benefit off of this stage, Ned's got a pretty decent lead so far. I mean, it's going to take a couple more interactions before Yoomoo can really kill him with a back throw. Yeah,
we were kind of doubting him initially, but he made the right decision. That's why he's in top 16 and we're not.
Yeah, no kidding.
But yeah, the classic Mario up smash. If you see your opponent jumping, you have an inkling of a chance that they're going to jump. That'll work. Ooh. Man, that flood is such a good option.
Yeah, it just immediately puts him in a precarious situation, and it's fairly safe to use at pretty much almost any time since it pushes your opponent back.
And very low end lag too. That was a phantom hit.
Wait, was it really?
Yeah, it like went between Mario's legs.
Oh no.
Snipped his jean fabric, but yeah. The ledge coverage from Ned. That's like kind of what's been deciding these games, is whoever can get the good ledge traps is just going to win convincingly.
Yeah, for game one, it was Yoomoo who didn't even give Ned the chance to use ledge options and then kind of punish or react through that. It was just him making sure that Ned never had more than maybe a half second on ledge in the first place by constantly either dropping with a back air or dropping and immediately ledge trumping. So, like you said, like Ned definitely doing a better job of kind of more traditional ledge traps, where Yoomoo was more just keeping your opponent constantly on the back foot.
Yep, which kind of indicative of the characters, kind of indicative of the playstyles of the players. But yeah, both of them are equally effective. So yep, I do not foresee any sort of character switch at any point during this set. Even though both of these players have secondaries, I don't think that's the play.
Yeah.
Back to Stadium 2. We are in Chicago after all.
Yeah, and why not run it back after winning game 1 here?
Yeah, no DSR on the current stage list.
Did you see Lilac Cruise was on the stage list?
Yes.
I didn't have the bravery to bring anyone to it, but I saw it and I appreciated it.
Yeah, everyone just left Battlefield unbanned against me. Oh wow. I'm surprised that up air whiffed.
Yeah, no good. And here comes the combos. We're trying to get the Nair to put him in an uncomfortable position. And now here comes Ned.
He just stood there and waited for Yoomoo to fall right into his hands.
Right into his loving arms. And here comes the combos. Not quite going to be enough. I feel like I rarely see Mario up B kill. I know I literally saw it kill game 1 to end the game. But
yeah, you're not going to get it like off of the ladder typically. You need to get a really high up B in order to actually get it to work. Or if you can get a DI trap and mix them up, like with good DI it doesn't really kill, but with bad DI then yeah, it kills really early. Kind of just staying on ledge.
Yeah, and I appreciate Yoomoo's patience to just kind of fall back when Ned goes for the stronger up B with the multiple hitboxes. I appreciate that Yoomoo just understands, like, okay, I don't have a way to challenge this. This will just cost me percent and stage control. I'm just going to fall back and reset the situation.
Yep, and Ned moving forward to make Yoomoo's back air a bit misspaced, then able to punish it. And this could lead to a lot. Oh, but...
It's a great flood to give him some space.
Oh, he was expecting Yoomoo to drift forward. And again, like, just getting barely enough position.
And there's that counter again.
Yep, if Yoomoo is forced to do that exact angle of recovery and Ned is ready for it, it's a dead Mario every time. Ned is tricky. He can do it slow, he can do it fast. What a crazy character. Love Sephiroth. Oh, yeah, wow. He like ran forward just far enough and then turned around before shielding so that if Ned picked an option, he was just close enough to hit with that up smash.
Yeah, and being rewarded for that, for the thinking during the set.
Oh, wow. Crazy roll punish.
Yeah, just runs up and does it. Doesn't get him much, though, and Ned kind of answering back with his own little combo.
Yeah, excellent usage of fireballs from Ned. He's not using them a whole lot because they don't truly accomplish very much in this matchup. But when there's a moment where it's like kind of getting too hectic, they're scrapping a bit too much, and it feels like Ned is going to be ready to handle whatever approach he throws out. He just slows the game out and throws a couple fireballs just to kind of tone things down a bit, simmer off.
Yeah, and either way, it kind of benefits him because either he's got Sephiroth shielding, which is, you know, that's fine, keeping him back, giving Yoomoo some time to think. Or, alternatively, it's making him jump over the fireballs, which kind of gives Yoomoo a chance to maybe turn it into a aerial string. Yeah,
if you manage to dash forward as Ned is trying to jump over you, there's a ton of things, very nasty things that Mario can do to Sephiroth. Ooh, again, slightly off on the timing. Oh, wow, yeah. And that time he didn't wait for Ned to throw out the option. He like preemptively ran in and blocked so that Ned would be safe, but
last hit of down air will do it.
And you see, like, a lot of the times he'd been catching landings like kind of low to the ground, so like Ned kind of felt safe that high up in the air, but that time Yoomoo just closed the distance. But a excellently spaced back air that Yoomoo is not ready for is going to bring us to the one stock apiece. And whoever can win this is going to get counter pick advantage going into Game 5, or potentially just be able to win the set 3-1. So this is a critical juncture in the set.
Let's see what we get.
A bad whiff grab from Yoomoo, but he gets off a little easy. Able to excellently DI out and pick smart disadvantage options. Oh yeah, he was able to get just far left enough that Sephiroth was like, oh! Finally pulling out a smash attack. How many smash attacks have we seen Ned do this set? Like 2?
Yeah, really.
But again, covering landings in a different way than you have before the entire set is going to net you those critical kills.
Yeah, Ned's certainly making a count there with the single rare one.
Whew.
Looks like we're sticking with the Mario Sephiroth matchup here.
Yeah, I would be very shocked if we see either of these characters, or either of the secondary characters from these players. This is, I think, the best matchup across all their characters for both players.
Yeah, I can agree to that.
Yeah, we're starting to see some forward airs. Typically, we've seen more kind of F-tilt neutral airs from Ned, but just poking him out at the beginning of Game 4. Didn't work out so well.
Yeah, really. Eating a chunk of percent, and that fireball kind of unfortunately giving him wing for maybe 4 or 5%.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta like watch this percent and be like, is this next hit gonna give him wing? Do I really want to hit him here? Do you wanna wait for a stronger opportunity? Because yeah, with wing, this is Ned's big chance. Although Yoomoo has been able to bring him to a pretty decent kill percent, but with triple fireballs, this could be the end of Yoomoo's stock if he doesn't do that, but he did that. And excellently not getting shield broken too.
Yeah, I was a little worried about it when I saw that he had 3 over him, but doing a good job of kind of staying out of Ned's aggression range and waiting those fireballs out.
Oh wow, Ned is starting to pull out all of the brand new options we haven't seen yet. He wants to finish this off now.
Yeah, I feel like Yoomoo's kind of got he's kind of got some wacky ideas right now. It looks like he's playing a bit more out of the box, and never mind, just the run up smash.
Yeah,
shutting me up.
The classic back air F tilt pressure from Ned, and Yoomoo calls it out hard.
Oh yeah.
Oh, just a raw standing grab, anticipating a run up shield, but Yoomoo jumps over it.
And how do you anticipate that, really?
Yeah, that was definitely a bold play from Ned. Okay, he was down on stock, so he gets the early wing. Not really what you want at this point, because even if you can make some big plays off of this wing, like taking the stock is going to run a lot of wing meter out, and the damage you got to do to get there is going to run the wing meter out, the time it takes.
Yeah,
like this wing is not going to last as long as Ned wants it to.
Unless he gets something like just kind of a raw smash tech read, which we've seen him do before. It seems like he's going to need to land a couple more hits before he can really think about ending the stock. And now I'd say he can think about ending the stock.
Wow, the recovering flood to dissuade the edge guard. Pretty insane.
Yeah, he's used it a couple times now, and really, like, there's nothing Sephiroth can do to answer it because reflecting it doesn't do anything. Wow, just getting up in his face and not leaving.
What are you going to do in that situation? Because, like, all your, like, roll spot dodge things are covered. If you hold shield, you're in a real bad position where it's, like, at risk of a shield break. You just, like, have to immediately jump. Yeah, that wasn't going to kill him unless Ned really screwed up the DI, but
yeah,
the amount of damage it puts on is a big deal.
Yeah, really, and the crowd's starting to kind of get behind Yoomoo here. We're hearing a couple screams as that last ladder combo was happening. Oh, nice snare to the grab. I feel like he might have wanted run off fair there.
Wow.
But, oh.
Not quite over yet, but how is Ned going to do this? He's not going to be able to have the wing for the rest of this game. He really needs to pull something out of somewhere to win this, and when you have a game to fall back on, do you really want to go all out here? Show all your cards and make it that much harder to win Game 5 if it doesn't work?
Yeah, I feel like you can even get away with kind of just fishing for stuff until they take that stock and kind of close the gap a little bit. Because when you're at 156, you can just start throwing out some F smashes, or throwing out some Sephiroths, you know?
Yeah, just toss him.
Just give him the old bum rush. Yeah, no, and as I was hoping, really, we're going to be seeing a Game 5.
Oh, as I was expecting, we're going to be seeing a Game 5.
Yeah, very back and forth, and Yoomoo this time around being the one to pick PS2, so.
But we are going to be able to see Ned's stage choice for the final game. Where was it last time that he won on?
FD.
FD.
Yeah.
Perhaps Yoomoo had a change of heart and did ban FD this time, realizing how bad it was in Game 3. And that might be why we're seeing Kalos. Or maybe Small Battlefield. Very interesting.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
I feel like part of this is just the amount of space Sephiroth can control on the stage is absurd. Because there's no top platform where you're kind of safe from the Sephiroth pressure. There's no real, like, kind of side platform where he has to really reach to get it. Like, anywhere on stage, Sephiroth from halfway across the stage can be poking at you. So, yeah, that is the huge difference between this and PS2, which you might be wondering why counterpick the other biplat. Like, the difference in laterality makes a huge difference here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, finally starting to pull out the side Bs, which we saw at the beginning of the set and then not too much for the rest of it, but ooh, the low profile. Snapping it out.
Straight up poetry competition over there.
Mario's getting slammed, that's for sure.
Oh man, and just staying on him right now. And with these big aerials, I feel like Ned should try just a bit harder to kind of like follow Yoomoo into the air if he gets him up. I know Mario can be very scary to challenge in the air, but that sword seems like it should be the difference maker as far as challenging him.
And yeah, getting Yoomoo to this percent before your wing is even procced, that's so big. Ned with a phenomenal opening to this Game 5. And managing to clean up that stock too before even the wing is out. Yoomoo is going to need to pull out the things he's been saving in order to make it back into this, which I'm confident he can do.
Oh, really?
But man, Ned is in full control. He was just spending the entire last section of Game 4 just getting conditioning, just figuring out, all right, I'm going to do this and this and this to him, and he's going to fall right into it. The wing is out. If Yoomoo can erase this wing before Ned can do anything with it, that's huge, and he did it!
Wow, and a little bit of water, just enough to push him away from the ledge, and all of a sudden, like, that's got to be a bit of a detriment to the mental, you know. Just seeing your stock kind of disappear off of that slight spacing error, and that's also going to make Ned a bit more hesitant to use the charged up up B.
Yeah, because the fact that it doesn't snap ledge makes it way easier to just spray.
Yeah, and that should give Yoomoo a bit more freedom to mess around at ledge. It'll kind of come down to how much Ned is willing to respect that option, because he could just assume that Yoomoo's not going to go for it again. So it really comes down to whether or not Ned takes that as a flash in the pan or as a direct hazard that he needs to watch out for.
Wow, but Ned may not even need wing to make it through this.
Yeah,
regular Sephiroth with Ned's ledge trapping would be more than enough, unless Yoomoo can pull some crazy plays, which this is how it starts.
Oh, I'm just missing that last up air. Oh, but wow, getting one out of the nair. Great awareness there. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, not quite enough. Putting him up at the blast zone. And a great punish for the ledge, but
no wings.
Oh, wow.
So far.
Does it again. And here we go. Ned was 0% with a whole stock lead, and Yoomoo has closed it out, only taking about 30 himself. This is getting volatile.
Holy cow. Like, Ned is winning the majority of these exchanges, but Yoomoo is winning the exchanges that matter.
Yeah. And a nice little way to avoid the down air. Gets in. Nice jump from Ned to get out of that situation before it got too bad.
Oh. This is scary.
Yeah.
Like, there are ways for Ned to end the stock right now, but none of them are safe. Like, all of those ways, if they go haywire, could result in Sephiroth dying instead.
Oh yeah, and Yoomoo, like his two bread and butters this game have been things that specifically are just for making sure things go haywire. Oh my God! Got a little too aggressive with the fair, and wow. Oh no. Gotta find his way back. The water not even reaching, and the down air going through the stage, catching him right at the end. Wow.
How many times have we seen Ned end a close Game 5 with that down air?
Oh my gosh, too many to count. Great job by Ned, though, keeping the composure, getting the timing, and he'll be moving his way to winners finals.
What a great set. Wow.